Okay, our objective today is to continue solving systems of equations by graphing on the calculator and by substitution. So your warm-up is a very quick, short summary overview of what we did Monday. So the first one, can someone remind us, if we're solving this on our calculator, what's the first thing that we do? If you were here. If you're solving it on your calculator, what's the first step, John? Good. Go to y equals. Who can remind us besides John, if there's a fraction, what did I have you do on Monday? Travis? Good. Put it in parentheses. You weren't even here. Good job. So the first one should be 1 divided by 3, which is 1/3 x minus 3. And the second one, -2x minus 3. So once you have them typed into the y equals part of your calculator, step 2 is hit graph. All right, now what's step 3? After you hit graph, what do you press to find the intersection point? Will? Yeah, so second, trace, and then Will, what number do you think we go to? Nope. Zach, you were here. Number 5, thank you, Maggie. Number 5, and then how many times do we hit enter? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Did everyone get 0, -3 for your answer? If you did not have your calculator, I wanted you to use graph paper, which you could find in the note or homework packet. Well, you don't get the exact answer, though. If you press, did yours give you the exact answer? Okay. Yes, sometimes if you hit trace, it will work, but most of the time, Will, it'll give you a decimal. You want to get the exact answer. Okay. Sage, you okay? No, I can't. You can ask right now. I can come there later. Jake, did it work or no? All right, I'll come look at yours in a couple of minutes. Okay, so that's graphing on the calculator. Doing it by hand, you should get the same thing. 0, -3, what that means is that is a solution to both of those equations. That is the intersection point, but it is a linear combination of both of them. Okay, the second one I want you to do is substitution. So what are we circling and where is it going? This is really easy. Maggie? So 2y minus 6 goes in for? Good. That is what x is equal to. So 2y minus 6, using the substitution PO, if you weren't here Monday, we did a proof as a review for this. All of that goes in for x. So let me pause for a second. Does everyone understand that first step? If you don't, please ask. Okay, so to solve, distribute, you get 8y minus 24 plus 6y equals 4. Combine like terms, solve for y. So let me just stop there. Matthew, did you get an answer? No? Who got an answer on that and wants to share it with us? Amy? Wait. What did you do at this step? Good. You can tell me what you did on this step, but what did you do? Did you do 8y plus 6y? So you did something wrong then. If you keep going, Amy, combining like terms, 8y plus 6y is 14y. And then add 24 to both sides. So you should get y as positive. Yeah, you did. Did you get y as positive too? Okay, so be careful. I guess I should stop there. Did everyone get y as 2? Okay, what should x be, Dirk? Good. Dirk, how'd you get that? Good job. Good job. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 6 is -2. So before we go over homework, any questions on substitution or graphing with the calculator? Okay, let's quickly go through your homework, and then what I want to do is do a couple substitution problems with you just to make sure everyone's okay. And then you're going to work on an assignment in class that I'm going to check in class as you're working, so you really shouldn't have too much homework, okay, if any. All right, starting with page 1. Oh, let's see here. Sam, what did you get for graph number 1 on page 1? Good, 1,2. Haley Waters, number 2. Good job, 4,3. If you did not have your calculator, I also graphed them by hand, so you can check. If you weren't here, please don't just write answers down. This won't take you long. I want you to make sure you know what you're doing. Garrett, number 3. Negative 1 comma 3, you mean? Okay, should be negative 1 comma 3. Amanda, number 4. Good, 7 comma 4. Katron, number 5. Good, negative 5 comma 2. Haley L, number 6. Good job, 6 comma 6. Any questions on the front page? Okay, on the back of that, Helene, number 7. Good, 1, negative 2. Zach, number 8. No, did you use your calculator? Okay, no. Jackie, what did you get for 8? No, did you use your calculator? Okay, that's weird. Heather? Yeah, it should be 0, negative 3. Maybe you guys typed it in wrong. It's the only thing I can think. So 0, negative 3 for number 8. Mamta, number 9. Good, negative 2, negative 4. John, number 10. Good, 8, 7. Any questions on any of those graphs? Okay, let's go to the ghost puzzle. Reno, for the ghost puzzle, what did you get for number 1? Good, 4 comma 8. Number 2, Sage, you okay? Why? You don't know what you're doing? Do you want to go to the library and watch the video? All right, Amy, number 2, fill that out. I'll sign it in a second. Amy, number 2 on the ghost puzzle. Good, 5 comma 2. Melissa, number 3. No. Number 3 is a little tricky. Alan, what'd you get for 3? Good job. 1, negative 3. That one's a little tricky. Be careful. Number 4, Haley L. Good, 9 comma 2. John, number 5. It should be 6, negative 1. You just have it the wrong way. Okay. So any questions on any of the ghost puzzle or the graphing part? It's under the Chapter 7 tab. It's the very first video. Sam? Okay. I will tell you that. Does anyone have questions before I tell you that? So it wanted to be a nightmare. That's why. The answer is it wanted to be a nightmare. It wanted to haunt City Hall because it wanted to scare people. It wanted to be their nightmare. I don't know. It's not. This one I don't think is very funny. Ha ha ha, right? Yeah, I know. We good? Okay, I want you to take out a piece of scrap paper, either the back of that, a notebook, piece of paper, whatever you have. And I want to do a couple problems with you. Okay, first problem. And I want you to put number 1. Oh, man. That's all right. This will help you. Okay, guys, girls, Will. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yep. Okay, I want to do a couple problems with you. Give me like 2 or 3 problems to do, and then you're going to work on your assignment in class on just substitution. The graphing part's easy. But I want you to keep in mind, do you guys remember on Monday what I told you when I said only use graphing as a way to solve when the equations are what? So what was the rule I gave you? Only use the graphing method when, Zach, do you remember? When the equations are, Melissa? Awesome. Now listen, only use the graphing method when the equations are both in y equals form. That's it. So if you have y equals, the easiest thing to do is put them in your calculator, hit graph, hit second trace, number 5, enter, enter, enter. Okay, when should you use substitution, which is what we're going to practice now? Well, good. When one of them is in x equals form and the other one is in standard form. Or when one of them is in y equals form and the other one is in standard form. So here's the first problem we're going to practice. X equals 3y plus 2, and then we have x minus 4y equals 2. So if you want to go ahead of me, go for it. Just want to practice a couple substitution problems with you. So here's the first one. Okay, what are we circling and where is it going? We're solving a system by substitution. Sage, if you do this with us, you should be fine. So what are we circling, Katron, and where is it going? Good, where's it going? Awesome. 3y plus 2, and that goes in for x. So you are substituting. If we were doing this on a proof, it would be substitution PO. So we have 3y plus 2 minus 4y equals 2. Once you plug it in, all you're doing is solving an equation. So we're solving a multi-step equation. I'm going to circle the like terms. We're going to combine them. Make sure if you're circling like terms that you are circling the negative or plus with it. 3y minus 4y is negative 1y. Rewrite the plus 2. Rewrite your equals 2. Getting your 2 to the other side, all you're doing is subtracting. So minus 2 minus 2. You have negative 1y equals 0. That's okay. You're allowed to get an answer that's 0. How do we get rid of the negative 1? Jake. Good. Divide both sides by negative 1. 0 divided by anything is 0. So you get y is 0. You immediately should take that and make an ordered pair. Put 0 in for y. How do we find x? Well, awesome. Plug 0 in for y. Technically, you can use either equation. As Will said, the first one's easier because it's already in x equals form, and x is what we need to solve for. So we have x equals 3 times 0 plus 2. 0 times anything is 0. So you get x is 2. So the solution to that system is 2, 0. Questions on that one? Sure? Okay, let me find. Okay, let's do another one. Good job, Sage. Okay, let's try, I think maybe just one more, and you guys should be okay. Okay, number 2. X equals 17 minus 4y. And then the second equation is y minus x equals negative 2. Y minus x equals negative 2. This one's a little tricky. Okay, what are we circling and where is it going? Garrett, what are we circling and where is it going? Good. And where's it going? Good job. 17 minus 4y, and that goes in for x. What's in front of the x that you need to be careful with? Well, good, a negative. So y minus parentheses 17 minus 4y equals negative 2. If you forget that negative, which is technically a negative 1, if you don't distribute that, it's going to be wrong. The quiz for this chapter will definitely have some problems like that, so be careful. Once you get to this point, distribute negative 1. So we have y minus 17 plus 4y equals negative 2. Combine like terms. We have y plus 4y, which is 5y, minus 17 is negative 2. You're now just down to a two-step equation. So I know some of you guys are already done. Add 17 to both sides. So we get 5y equals 15. Heather, what did you get for y? Y equals 5. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm like, wait a second. Y equals 3. So your y is positive 3. Write that as an ordered pair. Once you get y is 3, you need to take that, plug it back into one of the equations. I'm going to use the first one. So we have x equals 17 minus 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So 17 minus 12 is 5. So your answer to that is 5, 3. That's it. Questions? Easy. Okay. Use substitution when one of them is solved for either x or y. Use graphing when they're both in y equals form, and use your calculator. When you relearn all this in Algebra 2, I want you to always remember that. It's the easiest way to solve systems. Okay, you're going to do a substitution worksheet. You do not need loose leaf. There's plenty of room on here So you just need a pencil and your calculator maybe. Sorry. Okay, put your name at the top and I'll let you know how I want you guys to do this. Guys, she wasn't here. Leave her alone. No, you're not. You're fine. Okay, put your name on that. Thank you, Jake. Jake, I'll look at your calculator in 1 second. All right, name at the top. Okay, you have about 20 minutes. Okay. You're going to have, this whole thing's due tomorrow, but here's what I want you to do. In class right now, after you're done with numbers 1 through 9, I want you to come up and see me. I want to check them. So on 1 through 9, the only one that's a decimal is number 5. So if you want to circle number 5, that's going to be a decimal. The rest of them are nice answers. On the back, they're all nice answers. So when you're done with 1 through 9, come up and see me. I'm going to check them. All of your answers need to be written as an ordered pair. The problems that are in y = form, I know it says substitution, but if you want to do those as graphing, it's good practice, go for it. All the other ones, you need to use substitution. And tomorrow I'm going to move on, so you should be really good at this by the end of class if you're not already. I'll have my answer key at the podium, so if for some reason you get stuck before you finish the first page, come up and see me, and I'll help you out. Okay, but that's it. Whatever you don't finish in class is homework. So I would get moving. 1 through 9, come up and see me. You all need to see me before the end of class so I can make sure that each of you is okay. Okay?